We've been live for 16 seconds.
No, we've been live for 16 seconds. Have we really?
Yep. Spying on you.
Good morning, class. We are having another class on just Fishonomics. It's come to my attention that people in these times are having to scrutinize their funding a little bit. And they're coming up with these little envelopes. And these envelopes have certain monetary amounts written on them that they do for their budget. Let's say, for example, you have a $400 a month automobile note. So they're putting their $400 here, and that's what they're going to make sure they don't spend that. And then they may have a rent or mortgage, and it might be $800, might be more, but they're having another envelope that they don't spend. Then, of course, there's always electricity. And so they'll have their electricity money put aside because they're afraid that they don't have air conditioning. And then there's food. They're allotting themselves some money for food. So they have their necessities for the bulk of their life. Keith, if you'll take that call. They have the necessities that they need here, plus some other things out there, but their big ones are right here. But then I have found that a couple customers are gracious enough to allow their favorite aquarium store to also receive an envelope. You don't know how happy this makes us here at Just Fish that we actually make the cut, and we are part of the monthly budget. This is very exciting to me because I would have thought that some of these things maybe were more important than their fish tank, but I have learned that they are not more important than their fish tank. But I do have some lessons here that I can help all of us with. First of all, let's take this food budget. Obviously, they're eating entirely too much because you can get ramen noodle soups for about 30 cents. 3 times a day, that's 90 cents. We'll just say $1. So for $1 a day, you can eat 3 meals. 30 days in a month, that's $30. So now all of a sudden, this new budget of $30 is freeing up approximately $770. This money can go directly to Just Fish to enhance the beauty of your aquarium and the amount of livestock that you can put in. Also could probably initiate a very nice layaway or get those fancy lights you've been looking for. Let's talk about electricity. This is pretty important because without electricity, without the power of electricity, we cannot have a fish tank. So we're not going to touch this budget right here. Let's look at this mortgage. $800, it's pretty substantial. I think we could live cheaper than this. You could get roommates. You could maybe bring in a significant other, someone with a job, that could help cut this in half. So if I pick up one roommate or get married to somebody with a job, I can now save about half that, or $400, leaving me $400 to zip right on down here to Just Fish. So we're going to take that 400, we're going to put it on our 770, and now we're at 1170 plus the 100 we have right here. We're at 1270. Our budget for Just Fish and your aquarium is getting very good, but I'm not done yet. $400 for a car note. You don't need to spend $400 on a car note. I see places all the time that have some car that you can get, and they'll finance anybody, and I think for about $100 a month. So for $100 a month, we could be driving a car. It is important that you have a car because you have to get here. So right now, we're going to cut this down to $100 a month. Maybe even a motorcycle or a bicycle or a bus. They stop right here.
Stops right here.
It stops right here by the store. And I'm not sure. CTA, it's pretty cheap. But we're going to give a $100 allotment. That could be Uber. it could be CTA, it could be a bicycle, it could be whatever. That's freeing up another $300. Free. That can come right on back down the line. So I think we left off at $1,270. We're at $1,570. So our new number, let's just get that up here. This is important that everybody understands it. Our new number is $1,570 a month that we can put toward our aquarium. Do you realize what kind of fish tank and fish you can have for $1,570 a month? Hold on, let me get a calculator. 1,570. Folks, we're talking about roughly $19,000 a year. For that kind of money, everybody can have a 300-gallon deep dimension reef tank with all the fixings. We can have radions, we can have apexes, we can have everything. And by year number 2, it's full of livestock. Gonna be most impressive. So my idea is that we just tweak the budgets that we've established around a little bit, and then all of a sudden we're not suffering at the end of the month. Because what I find the problem here is that when the fish come in the beginning of the month, we blow 75% of our budget, and then we only have 25% to play with for the next 21 days. With my plan, I guarantee you will have ample budget every week. You can come in here and blow, what's that? $400, roughly $400 a week. This is just Fishonomics, and I'm happy I'm able to help you with this. Good luck. Sign off.